Keep moving, don't stop. Punch, let's go. Don't die on me now. Higher, let's go. Hit it. Big push.
All right, guys, so what we're gonna do today is go over conditioning for combat sports, a specific protocol to increase power endurance. Let's get into it. So what we're gonna go over is assault bike or an echo bike interval. And if you've watched me sometime now on YouTube or Instagram, you know that we do a lot of assault bike intervals. That's going to be conducive to what we're trying to accomplish from an adaptation standpoint, getting closer to a fight sequence, especially phase 2 when we're trying to peak to increase their power endurance. The objective of an interval style is to increase the capacity to repeat high amounts of energy and intensity for a longer duration of time over and over again. What we're gonna be working towards is what's called alactic or oxygen utilization training, which is the immediate energy you will need for high intensity movements. Something like shooting for takedowns, a flurry of punches or kicks, something that you're gonna have to do explosively and repeatedly. It's gonna improve on your ATP regeneration or your adenosine triphosphate, basically your energy output. It's gonna increase your power and the ability to utilize oxygen in the muscle. Our overall method that we're gonna utilize is what's called alactic capacity interval training. And with the alactic capacity, we're gonna make sure that we're doing this for a short amount of time with incomplete rest. So for this one, we're gonna go ahead and do 10 seconds, all out, max intensity, at about 200% of your MAP, and I'll go over MAP in a second, at 20 seconds passive rest. So you're gonna rest completely for 20 seconds and then repeat that 6 total times. After the 6 sets, you're gonna rest for 2 minutes and then you're gonna repeat that again 1 to 3 times through. Now, what is MAP? Now, MAP is maximal aerobic power. That is measured in combination with your VO2 max or your maximal oxygen uptake. Now, that's gonna give you the ability to produce power at max cardiac output and at the highest peak O2, which is oxygen. At the highest peak oxygen uptake, an individual can obtain during bouts of high dynamic output. The reason why people suffer or have a low maximal aerobic power is through these factors here. Now, some of them may not be able to produce power, which is their ability to produce force in high speeds. So we have to get them stronger and we have to increase their power production doing power-like movements like plyometrics, med ball throws, speed strength work, so on and so forth. Another thing is stroke volume, the ability to pump blood to the working tissue. So doing some aerobic work is definitely gonna help enhance that. And the last thing is vasoconstriction. Now, this can be due to stress or poor eating habits or just a bad lifestyle in general. So we want to make sure that we enhance that, get some labs done, get your blood work done, make sure that you're feeling good and everything from a physiological standpoint is on point. So as far as the frequency goes, if you've seen some of the workouts that we've done, this is going to be put towards the end of your training session. Now, I would say do it about 2 times a week, and you want to do that after your weight training because it is parallel to what you're doing in the weight room. And what you want to look for is maintaining a certain speed or power production throughout that time frame. Now, with your MAP, when you're trying to find your maximal aerobic power, simple protocol that you can do is start them off at 150 watts. Now, this can be for males and females. Males, you're gonna go 150 to maybe 200 watts at the start. For females, you can go anywhere from 100 to 150 at the start, and then you're gonna slowly increase it every 2 minutes. So every 2 minutes, they're going to increase their watt output by 30 to 50 watts. You're gonna keep progressing that up until they can no longer sustain that wattage output for 2 total minutes. At the end, whether that be 8 minutes, 10 minutes, 12 minutes long, you're gonna take down what that actually is. Also, make sure that you get a heart rate reading on them too as well, so that you can make sure you draw a factor analysis to see where their heart rate is at their MAP. At the end of that 2 minutes where they cannot sustain that wattage output, you will take that number and base that on their MAP. So let's say, for instance, they get to 350 watt output at a 2-minute time frame. That's all they can do. Well, their maximal aerobic power on the assault bike or the echo bike is gonna be 350. That's 100% of their MAP. So then all you would do is just go up from 100 to 200%, and that's what they're gonna sustain for their 10-second intervals. All right, so there it is. Try it out. Make sure you're doing it at the right times. If you have any more questions, let me know in the comments down below. And if you wanna train this in a controlled program, check out any of my MMA style programs. Link is down below. Check it out now. See you again next time. Peace.